If you're thinking of going to Antarctica and want to know some must-have things to pack, I'm sure you'll enjoy this video. I'm just on my way back at the moment. I can see the Beagle Channel. We're unfortunately nearly home, but I'm going to run through clothes, technical gear, so cameras, and also some beauty. So we'll start off with clothes, and I'm assuming that you're going on a Viking cruise, but some of the information I give you will be relevant for other Antarctic cruises. So first thing I did was buy these really great ski pants from Schlöffel, and they have been a godsend. They're really warm and I highly recommend them. And then Viking give you some waterproof trousers which you put on top. So those are, for me personally, essential because I really feel the cold. Underneath those, you've got these very attractive thermal long johns. Then on top, you need to have 3 layers. So I had 2 of these. This is a base layer, and you can either get merino wool ones, or I find that quite itchy. So this is a synthetic one, and it's from Patagonia. By the way, everything which I mention I will link to below, and this is also from Patagonia, I think. Yes. It's a really warm fleece. And then Viking give you a lovely like black puffer jacket, and they give you a waterproof outer layer as well. So you don't need to worry about that at all. You just need the base and the mid layer. So that's my body. Then round your neck, a neck gaiter. This one is from Patagonia as well. It's fleece, so it's not going to be itchy. I had 2 of these just in case. The other one wasn't Patagonia. And they're really good for keeping your neck warm. Viking advise you not to use scarves. A hat, really essential. I actually had 2. These ones have actually got a sort of silky lining because I've got curly hair, and it can get quite frizzy. Essential. I wore it every single time I went outside. Then let's talk about socks. I always wore 2 pairs of socks, and I wore these ones. These are from Icebreaker, and they're merino wool, and they are knee-length socks. And then these are really old walking socks which I had. I put those on top. These are smart wool, and they're really warm. My feet were never cold. Viking also give you some really good waterproof insulation, like big wellies, but they really keep your feet warm. Now let's talk about hands. I actually bought some mittens, but I never wore them because I was always taking photos and videos. So these are really good. Where are these from? I will link to them below because I haven't got my glasses on and I don't know. These are, they've got like touch sensitive, so you can use them. They're very thin, but you can use them with your mobile phone. So they're really handy. So sometimes I wore these when it wasn't as cold. Absolutely godsend were these from Valorette. These are specially designed for photographers. And what's great is on each hand, the index finger and the thumb come off. So you can, I'll show you, so you can put your finger through, and it means the rest of your hand is warm, which is really important. So the only thing that I found, the only time that I found that I was cold was these 2 whenever they were out. So these gloves were amazing. They're really warm. And something which I think is essential, I hadn't realised that I would need it, but I bought them just in case. These are really handy for making sure you don't lose your gloves. Because on the first Zodiac ride, I didn't have them, and I must have dropped my gloves. I'm not joking. Probably about 6 to 8 times. So these have got Velcro, and they are put you around here, and then you just put them on your hands, and then if you ever want to take your gloves off, they just dangle. Highly recommend them. They're really cheap, and I've got them I think from Amazon. So yeah, people are coming up to me and go, where did you get those? So that is, oh yes, we've not finished yet with clothing and things like accessories. Sunglasses, polarized sunglasses. These are from Oakley. which were amazing, and they're quite wraparound. And this is an essential, I would say, to have something that you can put over your neck so you can always have them handy and they're not going to fall off. And then just reaching down here, these were so useful. These are from Sorel, and they are really warm boots, and I wore them on the aeroplane on the way over because they're too chunky to go in my suitcase, but they've got a good grip on them, and I used them when we were out on the deck, and they kept my feet really warm. So that's clothes. Right, let's move on now to technical stuff, so cameras, phones, etc. I had brought 2 camera bodies with me, so I had a Canon 5D Mark III and a 70D, and I bought this lens especially for the trip, secondhand, and it's 100 to 400, essential for capturing wildlife if that's what you're interested in. And I've got some really amazing photos of penguins, which I'm now obsessed by. So this is the one lens, and on my other camera I had a 24 to 70 lens as well. So I generally only took this one out when we were out on the Zodiacs or the special operations boats. This was another purchase especially for the trip, and it's a Action 4 camera from DJI, and this was secondhand as well. And then this was really handy. It's a handle that you use that can float, which I was really concerned about. And it's got a leash on it as well, so you could hold it and make sure it didn't fall overboard, but it would have floated anyway. And then when we went out on the kayaks, you weren't allowed to have anything with you that would fall off, so I couldn't take this out. So I bought this from, I think it was from Amazon, and basically you take the camera out of its little protective case and you put it in here, and then you can hang it around your neck. Another thing to hang around my neck, again, because I wanted to take my phone out just in case when I was on the kayak as well, is this, which is really handy, and this could go around my neck, and I can still use my phone. And the advantage of this versus the plastic sort of bags that you can get is the lenses weren't impaired on. Talking of phones, this was essential as well, I felt. It's a power bank, and because it's quite cold here, you can find, especially if you're doing video on your phone, that the battery runs out really quickly. And this was really useful as well, always making sure that my lens, not just my camera lenses, but also my sunglasses were clean, because when you're going along in the Zodiac, it's very common for you to get a bit of water spray on you. So that is it, technical wise. There's one thing which I forgot to mention when I was talking about clothes or accessories, and that's travel bands. And I wore these on the aeroplane and also when we were on the Drake Passage, and I really found them useful, even if it's just peace of mind. But touch wood, we're nearly back now, but I haven't been ill. And oh, that's another thing, ginger biscuits are really great. We'd have them in the morning if we're feeling a bit dodgy. But honestly, the Drake Passage was really kind to us, so we're very grateful for that. So finally, skincare. You may find down here that your skin can get really dehydrated. I think it's to do with the atmosphere. There's very little humidity. So I bought 2 of these. I've used one of them. It's a face mask, which is hyaluronic acid, and I'll probably use this one before we get back on the flight. Then I've also used this most days. It's just Summer Fridays Jet Lag Spray. And when my skin was feeling really dry, I would put the mask on overnight, together with Lanolips on my lips. And also I used these every single day, at least once or twice a day, which is the eye cream from Estee Lauder, the serum, and a really strong, well, really creamy moisturiser. So one more thing, we had a visit from the UK Antarctic Heritage Trust, and they brought a little sort of shop on board, and I adopted a penguin, and he's called Rocky. And you then get an email all about penguins and any news. They've got a Gen 2, it's a Gen 2 penguin, they've got a Gen 2 colony on the Port Lockroy, which is where they're based, and it's donating money to help the counters of penguins to make sure that they carry on living here, and yeah, they're one of the highlights of my trip. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you soon. Welcome to right, let's move on. Right, let's move on now. I'll just show you how it works here. So just take this out. Come on. No. So basically you take the camera out of here and put it into this little sort of plastic. So basically you take, my husband's just come into the room. So I'm just going to talk about, well, I've worn them. There's one thing I forgot to mention. There's one thing which I forgot to mention. You'll find, you may find down here, we had a visit from the UK Heritage, we had a visit from the UK
Antarctic Heritage Trust.
Thank you. Antarctic Heritage Trust. One more thing, we had a visit from the UK Antarctic. Thank you, darling. Right, let's just do a photo.